Hey you guys, okay, I'm so sorry it took me so long to get back to this show, but this is the last episode before we get to the current episodes that airs on Thursday. So I'm finally caught up. So I actually got myself together for this interview, well, actually for this review, and got myself together. So hopefully I can start getting myself together for these reviews. I forgot I just be sitting home and I be looking like whatever. But this is the platinum life, so let me start glamming myself up a little bit. So this week, let's get right into it because there was some foolishness going on. So we start off with Nas and Asio going dress shopping. And I'm going to just start off by saying I kind of felt this episode was very fake and made up because of the fact that Nas is going dress shopping with Asia. Why not her family, her friends, her cousin, her maid of honor? You going with Asia of all people? So I just thought that was fake right from the jump. ETV or E Network, I'm just letting you know that just looked fake right from the jump. So she talks about how she's with Miguel for 12 years and they've been engaged for the last 2 years and they had this small little gap in between the fall for them to get married. So okay, fine. So she wants to be a private wedding setting or whatever, and she's trying on, guess, these dresses, and she looks beautiful in these dresses, and she finally finds the one that she thinks is going to be the one. Okay. Then it goes to Lamaya and Crystal, and we know that Lamaya had her boob job done, and Crystal goes over there to visit her, and she, just tries to cheer her up, I guess, and Lamaya hasn't talked to Chantel. They don't talk. Whatever, they talk that little girl talk, whatever. That scene wasn't even necessary either. Then we get to Chantel. Chantel is going to meet with someone about this invention she had called the shoe gummy. And it's an outer sole for your shoes that makes your shoes last longer. So at first I was like, I don't know if I would want to wear them on my shoes. But, the idea sounds really nice. She's been working on it for years. She spent $65,000 on it, and she went to get some feedback on it. So, okay. All right, sorry guys, I got mixed up on my notes. So then the lady tells her that she has to go and get work on the gummy. Like, the logo was kind of like, messed up. She didn't know what it was saying, which I agree because it was kind of messy looking. Like, what was it saying? It looked like it said shoe gummo instead of shoe gummy. Looked like it was high school design. It was, and you can tell Chantel was kind of not feeling the feedback, but it was good feedback that she was giving her. And she was like, well, if you haven't had it tested yet to see if it even works, you pretty much shouldn't be here type of, thing. So she was just like, okay, she's going to go get it tested. So Lola and Alicia meet up. Okay, and they go to this tattoo shop, and Alicia gets her $sign covered behind her ear, and Lola gets a new tattoo. So let's move on. Nas goes back to the wedding planner with Asia again, and they go with this, like, want to pull off this wedding in 4 months, and the wedding planner is like, yeah, I can do that, but you need to tell me all the important stuff, like what you need done. And Nas is sitting there like, oh my god, I don't know all this stuff that she wants me to do. You can tell she's like overwhelmed. So then it goes back to Lola and Alicia. They doing shopping and they talking and chit chatting, and Lola tells Alicia that she's gonna set her up on a date. So okay, fine. So we get to the next scene. And it goes back to Chantel. She gets her friends together. Desmond, Nas, and this girl named Shanteria. I'm sorry, I got your name wrong because I've been getting everybody's name wrong. But I think it's Shanteria. So they all been friends for a while. and they go to test out the shoe gummy. And so they go there, and Nas, of course, she's there. She's doing her modeling thing with the shoe gummy on and the shoe gummy off. And it worked out. So it's really a good thing for the shoe. And so Chantel is very happy. So they make Desmond try on the shoe. He falls because he's always telling them they need to wear heels and stuff like that. So now he tells them they can wear flat. I thought that scene was kind of funny. Just the whole testing out, because it's a process that if you want something to work, you have to, actually go test out your product. So I like that. So then we go back to Lola and Alicia. So, I'm sorry. Let me go right back. No. Lola and Alicia. So Lola and Alicia meets up with Los and this guy named Izzy. So Izzy is from B-More. Shout out to B-More. Okay. So he has a face tattoo on his face. And I thought it said Tommy too, but come to find out, it says Tammy, which is his mom's name, which I thought was funny. But he is signed. He just got signed, I think. And he's cute, And it looks like Alicia is feeling him. But she was like, I told you not no rapper. But Lola was like, this is your type. You're going to say not a rapper, but we know this is what you want, pretty much. So, I thought it was a nice matchmaker, but I don't know. Run, Alicia. If I was you, I would just kind of run. Because, even though you have a certain type, if you want to stop getting the same thing, you might not want to go for the same type. But it is what it is. People going to do what they want to do. So I'm going to just not go there. Because I ain't feeling Alicia for this next couple scenes anyway. So after that, let's see. So after that, Chantel goes back and she gets a new logo. She meets up with the woman who she previously met up with. She tells her how the testing went. Everything looks good. Even the logo looks good. So I'm looking, I don't know if she's going to put this out there yet, but if she puts it in stores, I might try it out myself. It looked really nice, the new logo. So let's get to the bachelorette party that they planned for Nas. And it doesn't, everybody's there but Crystal. So Lamaya is there, and of course she's in her feelings because she feels like everybody's a little cliquish, but she parties because it's for Nas, right? So everybody's having a good time. She goes and calls Crystal and see what's going on, why she didn't come, and Crystal says that her son was acting out. He didn't want her to go out. He was starting to have this fit. When she went to go put makeup on, he was just, acting out, so she didn't come, which sounds fine. She's going to stay home with the baby. So, everybody's having a good time, and they're partying, and they're doing this, and they're doing that, and then it's like everybody is not saying something that, Lamaya is like making these little faces, and you can tell like, it's just like the air in the room gets a little weird. And Lola calls it out. She's like, well, what's going on? I see everybody's having a good time, but I see like there's still an elephant in the room. What's going on between y'all? Like, y'all beefing or you not? And so Chantel was like, I don't have a problem with Lamaya. And Lamaya's like, see, here we go. You saying you don't have a problem with me. I just don't deal with you. I don't like you. Everybody don't have to get along. We here to have a good time. And whatever. And Chantel just can't understand. And so Lamaya just like, I just don't mess with you. So let's just leave it at that. And everybody's trying to figure out why. And Lamaya just like, I don't have to deal with her. So everybody's just like, okay. So it goes to the next scene where Asia and Nas meet up for the cake tasting. And then Nas just comes out and says, girl, we going to postpone this wedding until next year. Because it's too much coming on. Which I kind of figured was going to happen because it just looked made up. So, okay, they enjoyed the cake. So this last scene where everybody meets up, except for Lamaya and Crystal are not there. And they have this dinner and everybody's trying to like figure out what's going on with Elise, with Lamaya. And so Chris, okay, everybody's trying to figure out what's going on with Lamaya. Alicia and Lola is just like, she just said she don't like you, Chantel. We don't know why. But Chantel was just like, I don't know either. So my thoughts, I'm kind of thinking maybe Lamaya is mad because Chantel had this whole trip and she didn't even invite Lamaya. And they supposed to be friends, right? I would feel a certain kind of way about that. And maybe Lamaya just don't like the way she's been acting. And I think Lamaya did explain that on one of those episodes. Like, her whole persona has changed. And she just don't like this new Chantel. But instead of her just saying that to Chantel, or if she did say to Chantel, Chantel was trying to act like she don't know what she's talking about. People do that. Believe it or not, it happens in real life. So then Alicia, then they start going into this, I feel like it's us versus them talking about Crystal. Because then messy Alicia says, well, yeah, because Crystal was talking about Blanca, Asia. First of all, Crystal was not talking about Blanca. Blanca was messing with Crystal, and Crystal walked away from that situation. And what she explained to you what happened. And then on top of that, Alicia, you sat there and you cat and giggle with her right outside and said you understood how she felt. But she mentioned something to Alicia. See, I knew you was messy right then and there. But this is the show. This is the reality show, which you shouldn't even be on. So your storyline had to be in here somewhere, I guess. So you go in here and you tell her that she's being messy. Alicia gets instantly in her feelings without even blinking an eye. Not that her friend was being messy, because her friend was being messy from the jump. But she gets in her feelings. So we can see that on Thursday it's just about to be some phoniness going on. Because in that LA weather, when the sun hit phoniness out there with y'all, it's just little phoniness. That's all y'all need, is just that little tiny bit. And then it just blows up into whatever y'all want it to be. Because it just sounded real phony. So we'll see what happened next episode. I wasn't too impressed with this one. It just seemed like it was just stuff thrown in there. Especially Nas' wedding. That just seemed thrown in there because we knew that wasn't real. You would really go and be with your family for events like that. Not Asia. Come on now. And Alicia needs to be off the show. I'm sorry. Her story is not fitting in with anything. And I just hope that these ladies can contain themselves with some kind of class next episode, but it don't look that way. So we'll see what happens.